Hi, good afternoon. We're here with Mike Adamson from SB Consultants. How you doing, Mike?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to see you.
And you? Looking forward to the interview. So if you'd like to start us off with a little bit of background as to who you are, what you do, and how long you've been doing it for, please.
Yeah, okay, my name is Mike Adamson. Basically, I've been at SB Consultants for 10 years. I started at SB Consultants as I retired from the police, and so I did 30 years in the police, and now I do SB Consultants.
Brilliant. And what is it that SB Consultants do?
Well, SB Consultants, we specialise in skill training, but really my expertise is in counter terrorism, and really that came about almost by mistake, really, because I found myself in special branch at the time of 9/11, and basically I got so brought into counter terrorism almost by accident, but I happened to be in the right place at the right time, and so basically that journey in my career took me to work in London, to work with Metropolitan Police Special Branch, to work with MI5, MI6, and in that journey, I learned a whole host of new skills that I'm now bringing to the sort of work arena of my business arena.
All right, brilliant. And what kind of services does SB Consultants offer in the counter-terrorism area, is it?
Well, funnily enough, at the moment, we're offering skill training in the security industry for new legislation that's coming through Parliament that's known as Martin's Law. Now, Martin's Law puts an onus on security companies to be training counter-terrorism, would you believe?
Okay.
So I'm just in the right place at the right time to be helping with that. Martin's Law states there's 5 principles that security companies have to adhere to. The first one is to gain counter-terrorism training from a counter-terrorism experts.
Right.
Then it talks about risk assessments on venues, and then mitigation to risks. And basically, all of these things I'm qualified to work with, and so I decided to do it my business profile.
Brilliant. So you've obviously got spotted a gap in the market there, and I presume in terms of competition, is there much competition because of the skill set that you have?
I happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
My competition is going to come from the counter-terrorism unit and the police.
Right. Okay.
Now, obviously, they will offer the services free of charge.
Right.
Whereas I'm unfortunately not in a position to do that. But the problem I see is with the counter-terrorism units is availability. Because obviously we all know how hard pressed police officers are these days.
Good point. Yeah.
And yet, basically, I'm in a position where I can go anywhere at any time to any venue to offer my training. So basically, I can take on my laptop and they go to my training, and obviously, people who are needing qualifying on Martin's Law will become accredited by me.
Yeah.
I'll issue them a training certificate to say they've attended the course, and therefore the security company is compliant with the legislation.
Right. So what does the future look like for your business at the moment? What do you see as the main sort of challenges are going ahead for it?
Well, unfortunately, in business I've learned, since I've been in business, there's always naysayers, and there are always people who will say, we don't need this, we don't need this. But the quite rightly said, it's been pointed out to me, that's basically there is a counter-terrorism unit that's going to do that. Well, my thoughts are, you'll be lucky to get them, because I don't, as important as it is, I can't see counter-terrorism units basically being prepared to allocate time and resources to this sort of thing. No, because they'll be looking for people like me who can actually provide that service. And as far as I know, there's no one else doing it at the moment, not in the northeast of England.
And is it just yourself in the business? Are you do you work solo, or do you have team members?
Well, I've got a secretary, and my son's in the business with me. But basically, obviously, I would offer the main thrust of the training because I've got the expertise in counter-terrorism.
So just to kind of move onto yourself as a business owner, those 10 years that you've been running to date, what would you say is the biggest learning lesson that you've had, if you can pick one?
I would say every day is a school day.
Yeah.
You know, basically, there's nothing that comes into my sort of field of vision that's mundane or routine. Everything new, all the problems are new every day, which obviously is challenging. And so it keeps my interest going and keeps me alive to things that are coming up. And that's why I latched onto the bill that's going through Parliament at the moment, which is the protect duty or Marty's law. Is I became aware of it because I'm alive to what's going on, you know.
Sure. Plenty to be learned through your business journey, that's for sure. So if you were to be able to offer some advice to someone who's just starting out in business, what would that piece of advice be, do you think?
Know your subject.
Yeah.
Behave with honesty and integrity in all your dealings.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't go far wrong.
Good advice. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that. Good one. So in terms of using inspiration for what you do, is it could be friends, family, anything that you read, anything that you listen to? What is it that inspires you to run your business?
For a while now, I became aware of Alan Sugar's story, Lord Sugar, from watching The Apprentice, you know,
Yeah.
and learning about the way Alan Sugar was a rags to riches entrepreneur, and his journey inspired me really. Thinking basically he came from nothing to becoming a lord, you know, and a millionaire, and basically by basically doing honest dealings, dealing with integrity, and knowing his business.
Good inspiration there, some good values shared.
Well, I think so. It certainly inspires me.
Yeah. Is it a book that you've been reading? Is it one of his books?
I've read his books, yeah. But I watch him regularly on The Apprentice, and basically the way that people adhere to his words, or, you know, they treat him with a lot of respect because he deserves the respect he gets treated with, you know. And you know, basically, I just find him a very inspirational character.
Yes, definitely. As you say, from where he's come from to where he is now.
Absolutely, yeah.
And his clarity in how he communicates with people, while it might be not for everybody, but at least you know where you stand with him, I think.
Absolutely, you can't go wrong with that.
You have to respect that, for sure. Yep. Good share. So lastly, in terms of SB consultants, around anything that you're up to at the moment, if there's any latest news that you'd like to share, or any announcements, or if there's a website or anything to go to, if you want to find out more about what you do, feel free to let us know.
Okay, well, I can be found on LinkedIn, you know, under my name. I'm there. But for me, Marty's Law is going to be a game changer, because it asks for people with the skill sets that I possess. And basically, it's going to be people who say, "Oh, we can get it cheaper, we can get it cheaper." Well, what I charge for providing that service is basically they're going to be able to get it back in spades. The problem with that, one of the problems that I had was basically my business in the last 10 years. There's been Brexit. There's been Donald Trump's America First policy. There's been COVID, you know, and so putting up with those things, you know, as a new business really has been quite challenging.
Sure.
And finally, now I found myself actually in the right place at the right time with the correct skill sets and the availability and the ability to deliver this training wherever it's required, really. So, you know, I think that as someone was going to be sought after by security companies. Those sort of that availability and skill sets is going to be quite sought after really by the security companies.
Be in demand. So I can find you on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Mike.
Yep.
Excellent. We'll check it out there, and when we share this, I'll tag you in so people can find you.
Thank you.
All right, Mike. Great talking to you. Thank you.
And you. Good to talk to you.